But once you do, that's it. It's a rinse, review, reuse type process.
Right.
800 meters.
Copy 800.
Once again, our Axiom 1 crew is targeting a splashdown in the Atlantic Ocean at our Jacksonville recovery zone. The recovery. As you can tell by the cheers behind us, we can confirm that the Dragon capsule with the AX-1 crew has splashed down. Dragon Endeavour has returned home with the Axiom 1 crew.
Dragon SpaceX, we see splashdown.
Boat, as we call it, approaching, and they're basically doing another sniffing test, essentially, where you can see that the team has PPE on, personal protection equipment, respirators to do a triple check that the vehicle is not releasing any of those toxic hypergolic vapors.
Right. And as we mentioned earlier, this is a very coordinated maneuver, right? The weather has to be right. The area has to be clear. We mentioned how it's important that, other people are not in the area.
So on the far left, their mission specialist, Mark Pathy.
Right.
So now they're able to open it up and, as we mentioned before, we have been flushing the interior of the cabin as well as inside their spacesuits themselves with cool nitrox, nitrogen oxide in its splashdown site. Once again, the capsule will be hoisted up onto the deck into that cradle. And in a very sleek and swift motion, that cradle moves forward toward the platform where we will see the crew egress and head into the medical bays. Once again, when that side hatch opens, it's the first time that side hatch has opened since launch day, which was back on April 8th.
First breath of fresh air since April 8th. You can see there now.
All right, so the Axiom 1 crew is now out of the water, making their way onto the deck of our recovery vessel, Megan.
To feel something.
Yep, and of course, while crew, they're monitoring the timeline all on their own, having that, as we mentioned before, confirmation of the choreography is important.
Yeah.
We can see that side hatch really coming into view now. All right, looks like that side hatch is open.
Excellent.
Flight surgeon stepping in.
Dragon Endeavour, you can hear the cheers in the background for it.
All right, those are his first steps back on planet Earth after spending. So there we saw mission specialist Mark Pathy. He was seated on the far left.